Welcome everyone. My name is Karmel Sakran from Green Germann Sakran in Burlington, and I want to talk to you about what is a will. A will is a vehicle, and it transfers your wealth when you die from you to the people you intend it to go to. It could be a person, it could be a child, it could be a spouse, and it could be even a charity. And a will doesn't have wheels, of course, but it is a way to transfer wealth. Another vehicle to transfer wealth is if you own something joint with someone, such as a joint bank account or a joint property. And the reason that joint is important is because when someone dies, when there's a joint bank account, for example, there's what's known as a right of survivorship. It transfers automatically upon death. So when someone passes, then whatever remains in joint ownership goes to the survivor. It's a windfall. It's intended. And a right of survivorship means that you don't need the will for a joint bank account or a jointly owned property to go to the survivor. So if it's husband and wife, it goes to the surviving spouse. Another way to transfer wealth is if you own what are known as registered investments or registered accounts. Registered accounts allow you to name a beneficiary. And so that's another vehicle. That's another form of estate planning. So if you have a life insurance policy and you've named your 3 children, then upon your demise, the insurance company doesn't really care about the will because the will has no bearing on the fact that the insurance company, all they need is proof of death, the death certificate. They will simply arrange to transfer the investment portfolio in 3 equal parts to the intended children, or to the spouse if it names the spouse. So in those kinds of ways, in those kinds of instances, you can name a primary beneficiary and you can name secondary beneficiaries. So just check to see if you've named your primary beneficiaries correctly as you intend and your secondary beneficiaries correctly as you intend. Speak to your insurance broker and make sure that your wishes are accurately reflected in that financial instrument. Now, there might be non-registered investments, and those things do require the will. The will say to who they go. Interestingly enough, a will does not necessarily have to name the instrument or the actual account or the investment portfolio. It's sufficient that it's caught by the word residue. So your will doesn't say my wealth, it says the residue of my estate. And the residue, think of it as residual, what's left over. So everything that is not either joint or has a beneficiary designation is going to transfer in accordance with the wishes expressed in your will. So it's important to be accurate about how you express things in your will. And so that's what a will is. So thank you for paying attention. And most important lesson to take from this today is that your will is one part of your estate planning needs. There are other aspects. We can talk about trusts another time and other subjects as well relating to your estate planning needs. Maybe you might need 2 wills if you are a consultant and you operate through your corporation. So there are complexities that your lawyer can discuss with you to determine what is best suited for your estate planning needs. But that's the essential elements of what a will is and what it can do for you. Thank you very much for listening.